to make our flag banners, we need the following materials: some felt, twine, a ruler, a marker, measuring tape, some iron-on fusion tape, scissors, a towel, and an iron. The first thing you want to do is cut out your flags in the shape of isosceles triangles. It's really easy. You don't need a geometry book or a compass to do it. You just want to take your felt, and I got 8 by 10 size pieces. This is a perfect size because it was really easy to cut down. I got 2 flags out of it. I also like felt because it's pretty sturdy. It's super cheap. This piece cost me 50 cents. The fabric doesn't fray whenever you cut it, and it's lightweight but not like fly away like paper. So to make our flags, I'm going to fold this piece in half this way and create a crease. And along that crease, I'm just going to cut and create 2 pieces for our flags. With one of the cut pieces of felt, you want to fold it again this way, but don't cut it. We're just going to create a crease. You can kind of press it down to make a little mark for you. And then I'm going to make a mark at the very top middle part of this piece of felt with a marker, just very lightly as a guide. Now, from that dot to each of the bottom corners, we want to make a line for us to cut along. And you just line up the dot at top with one of the bottom corners and lightly draw a line. You don't want to make it too dark because you don't want one side of your flag to have little marks, and we want to cut along those lines. Now we are ready to attach this triangle or flag to the rest of our banner that we started. I cut about, I'd say 5 feet or so of twine. I just used my measuring tape, which is exactly 5 feet, as a guide. I just kind of pulled the whole thing out, measured the twine up against it like so. That's about 5 feet, and there we have it. Now, see how curly that is? It's going to be hard to work with if it's curly. So as a little tip, I recommend taking your iron on the steam setting, putting it on top of the twine on one far end and just pulling the twine through. And it's almost like straightening your hair. There we are. Much easier to work with. Let's add this little guy to these little guys. To prepare your flag by creating a little crease, you want to fold about 1/2 inch to 1 inch wide. And to make the crease easier to find, I'm just going to run the iron over the crease just a bit, just so it like stays up like that. Then we want to set our twine as close to the crease as possible. I have about 2 to 3 inches in between each flag. I think that looks the most aesthetically pleasing. If you want to do them closer, maybe right next to each other, or maybe farther apart for more airy feel, it's up to you. It's do it yourself. So we have our twine in place. Now we want to set our fusion tape in place. I just kind of set it right below the twine and break off a piece that fills in that area. Fold that part over. And I don't really want to iron directly over the felt, just in case the iron is a little too hot or the felt's a little too I just don't want to damage the felt. So I'm going to cover it with our towel, and then on the steam setting, press the iron down for about 10 seconds. Don't move it around, don't run it back and forth, just set it for 10 seconds so that the fusion tape starts to melt into the fabric and glues those pieces together. There we go. That's good. So you want to let that cool, and once it's cool, that means it's set. And you see these little extra pieces here? Those aren't very nice. We want to get rid of those. So I'm just going to snip them off carefully with your scissors. Look at that. Complete. Now you can string them from wherever you want.